Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday encounter in an ordinary life of an aspect. As you're fully aware, if you have been following me on my channel right now, basically I have been talking about the topics of so far of neurodiversity, as well as some empathy theories that I would like to currently address to you all right now, because as I shared earlier in the piece, that basically at the moment there has been some hot debate about certain topics to be shared around the autistic community and maybe outside the autistic community as well, that of what you guys want to see, as well as what they might want to see, sort of thing, to share about my experiences and my thoughts, and also just my understanding of everything that I know, sort of thing, to bring an enlightenment and encouragement to you all, no matter what it may be. So, and all for them do, basically, this one's another one based on my empathy series, which is titled "What is Empathy?" or "Empathy, what is it?" So the question should be asked ourselves basically is, how is sympathy and empathy related or different in one way or another? You know, many people, as I said before, have that misconception, misunderstanding of what empathy and sympathy is all about, sort of thing, and they always get it mixed up, or even just misuse it or misunderstand these two words of empathy and sympathy. So let me break it down to you to let you know how I know what it means, or what they mean to me, how I see these two words. However, empathy fuels pretty much connection. You know, we connect one another, we obviously understand in one way or another to a degree of what people may go through in their lives, be it like if they've lost a loved one, or basically they had a breakup with somebody, or they just lost a job recently. And empathy to me can be an interesting point to look at, basically, for any scholar or anyone else in general that is studying up basically a wide range of professions and qualifications based on psychology or some other a particular time frame of whatever it may be. You know, everyone goes through certain things, and how we go out of it, get out of the stage of whatever we're going through, may take time for some, like longer than others, or just shorter than others. You know, it's just depending on our attitude and way of thinking, how to go about it, you know, not to dwell on it. Number two, staying out of judgment. I know basically it's a hard one for this one of number two, staying out of judgment, because as I said before in one of my judgment series, we are all to blame to judge one another one way or another based on looks, appearances, or just judging people how they speak, think and act. No matter what category we fall in that part of it, we should be aware that, you know, of our own actions, and not so just basically look at our own backyard first before actually taking out the blame or judging others around us, you know. Because obviously, as they say, it's easier to judge someone else than just to judge ourselves about our character and whatnot. However, three is basically recognizing other people's emotions. And lastly, number four is communicating with that emotion. Empathy is like a feeling with people, having these feelings with people, pretty much. And when it comes down to basically this, also, like, empathy can be a sacred or special place where the person wants to be just hidden, or just be left alone for a period of time, you know, in their own, to just know what they have to go through is maybe for their own personal self, to just retreat or escape from something of their everyday busy lives, be it whatever it may be, you know. When someone may have fallen into a deep dark hole, however, they might shout out, pretty much for an example, to you, you know, to get your attention. I'm stuck, it's cold and dark and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I really need to get out of here one way or another. Your response to these words to them is, if you're doing it in a empathetic way, basically, I'm coming down to you, as I know what it's like, as I've been through this, of what you're going through right now. You're not alone. It's like a relief, a weight off their shoulders, basically, if they see that you understand them in a way of basically what they've been through, and hopefully maybe that it's a burden off their shoulders also to actually know that someone is out there that really cares, obviously. But then sometimes you tend to think sometimes you don't want to go the complete opposite of the harsh words, with people being sympathetic. Like, for example, I don't know, the other sympathy, which is, oh, is it that bad down there, is it? No, it shouldn't be that bad, because obviously you can get out of it, come on, snap out of it, it's like telling someone to break an arm and actually, not get it fixed, so to speak. It's like that with some people that shows sympathy and that, and obviously covering up an old wound, and obviously that wound won't be healed if that person brings up that old wound and scar it upon us, However, also, like anything else in life, empathy is a choice factor in how and what we say to people. And that I have to reach down inside myself to connect with you in a way, to make a special connection with you also in maybe a spiritual sense, or like I said, my belief system value, or what have you. To a same level of understanding, or just the same level of belief pattern somewhere along the way that we can meet in the middle. To know what it's real. Really, with the pathetic response you get from somebody that does give you a sympathetic kind of tone, here's an example what I shared with you all. We do this all the time also. We all do this, and we're not all to blame. I can be vouched for that, so now I'm learning to try and be more empathetic in a way, pretty much. In a way that sometimes it's painful, and we try to, silver line it or cover up, and we share some of our pain and traumatic responses, like I had a miscarriage, or I've lost a job, I've lost a partner, my dad's an alcoholic, my mum's abusive, she's on drugs, and the works, or my marriage is falling apart, and the list goes on. Response is for someone that's sympathetic, again, for a classic example here. At least he's a student, or at least you've got a marriage, at least, at least your parents are still trying to hold the marriage together regardless of their personal problems. In difficulty times, when we are having these difficulty times of communicating to one another, regardless of what it is, we try to, we do try to make things better in a retrospect, to just, like I said, cover it up and think everything will be okay to a point. But then, sometimes it's not, that we need to realise that we need to do something about it. It's like, if I share something that's important to me and is difficult regardless, even though it is important, I want to get it off my chest and whatnot, all you could do in response is maybe to say to me, I don't know how much you're going through, but at the moment I'm here for you, you're not alone, and this won't last forever, and basically we can get through this together. Because the hard fact and reality is, again, it's how and what we respond to in our everyday lives to others to make things better, as well as in that is to make a stronger connection, so that hopefully we can meet in the middle, understand one another one way or another. So that ends basically empathy. What is it? Pretty much of my empathy series. Give me the thumbs up for like and support, and also just showing that you're engaging, and also comment below pretty much also for support or whatever, as well as maybe following me on Twitter, Facebook basically, as well as also maybe, private messaging me on the Facebook page of SB Answers All, and that also, it'd be good to have some responses one way or another about what's going down, sort of thing. I'm hoping to be bringing some other series out sometime soon of some other things that I feel to address, but right now Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.